This project is fan art, and this is your chance to make something that you love. The objectives are to apply art knowledge and skill that you have learned so far to make a semi-original art piece. You'll think deeply of what you are a fan of and how you will put a unique spin on it. Some options to think about are a celebrity portrait, a sports figure, a musician, a TV or movie character, an animated character, a comic book character, video game character or scene, fashion item or a car or vehicle, and you can use any media that you have available to make your artwork. Why are we doing this? So far in this class, you've practiced lots of techniques with materials but have not had a lot of freedom in choosing your subject to draw or paint. Now you get to make something that you love. Keep in mind all of the techniques and skills that you have learned and now put them to use to make an art piece that you will want to hang on your wall. The materials to gather are a source image of what you want to draw or paint, and you can look up an image of your subject on your computer, print an image if you have a printer at home, or draw from life if applicable. And whichever art materials you would like to use, just go get them. For drawing class, any pencils, colored pencils or pen. For painting class, any watercolor or acrylic paint. These are the two artists that we studied in class, Shepard Fairey and Andy Warhol, and they were both kind of early artists in the genre of fan art, because Andy Warhol was kind of famous for painting celebrities and everyday objects in pop art, and then Shepard Fairey, who's much more contemporary, is also kind of known for painting important figures in history. Some examples and ideas of fan art: it could be a sports figure. There's a lot of Kobe Bryant fan art out there, Michael Jordan and Russell Wilson you see here. And I picked these because they all have different styles. So you'll also want to think about what kind of style you use to make your fan art unique. So on Kobe Bryant's, you can see that they used some watercolor or ink type of material, and you can really tell that it's a painting still. And then over here on Michael Jordan's, it's very sketchy with lots of movement lines. And then over here on Russell Wilson's, it's obviously a pencil drawing, but they decided to make him look kind of like a bobblehead with a huge head and a small body. So they played around with proportion, and he's definitely not 8 heads tall, right? For a unique style. This is a page of The Office fan art in some different styles. So here you see some kind of cartoon characters of each of the Office characters. Here you see them as big heads, small bodies, kind of bobblehead style. Here you see Jim and Pam in anime style. And then you see the Office characters here in more like a South Park style. So think about what style might be fun and funny to use if you're thinking of doing some characters. And superheroes also make a good subject for fan art. And this is obviously Superman, but he's done in a style of watercolor painting that's really loose. And so that isn't like what you would traditionally expect like a painting of Superman to look like, but it's still recognizable. So watercolor could make a good choice for this project. Here you see some superheroes as babies, so that's a funny and unique spin on superheroes. And this project does not have to be about human characters whatsoever. So if you are a car fan and you're super into cars, you could draw a car in a unique style or in pencil. So here you have that kind of watercolor loose style here, and kind of similar down here. And then this is obviously a pencil drawing, but cars make really good fan art too, if you're a fan of any specific cars. Shoes. Shoes make a great subject. We've done a shoe project before in drawing. So also with fan art, it doesn't necessarily have to be of a person to be about a person, because this is obviously about Michael Jordan right here. As you can see here with these musicians, there's some different styles going on. So this is obviously Billie Eilish in anime over here, because you can like tell by her hair and her hoodie and everything. And then here's a more traditional, just pencil drawing, but both great options. Here is One Direction in a bobblehead style. So the artist kind of played around with proportion, making them have, huge heads and small bodies. And then here's a cool use of like black watercolor for just this high contrast, obviously kind of painted look. And if video games are your thing, here's a couple of video game ideas. So this is like obviously Minecraft style on the top, and that's just kind of a fun style to play around with. And then here we have like a colored pencil drawing of Mario down here. And then it's kind of neat to do a mashup too, that's an unexpected mashup if you kind of have two favorite things. Like obviously this is Mario plus Mandalorian, so you get Mario Lorian, which is a kind of fun, creative spin. And if food is your thing, and you have a favorite food, fan art of food is fun. Here down at the corner is Andy Warhol's Coca-Cola bottles. So Andy Warhol wasn't only an artist of like celebrities, he was also a fan of using everyday food objects in his art as well. So that is from 1962 down here on the right. But here we have some obvious like Reese's peanut butter cups. Here is just a cute little cartoonish style of a Reese's peanut butter cup. So that's kind of a fun style to put a spin on that. And then I know you guys are all fans of Flaming Hot Cheetos. And so if you feel like doing something like that, that could be a good option too. So there was a lot to think about in this slideshow and just a lot to consider with what you're a fan of. And I hope that you saw some examples to get your ideas flowing. So it doesn't have to be a human figure. You saw lots of other options as well. So I just want you to have fun with this, and I can't wait to see what you make.